Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of Star Shadow Plays. I'm your host Rob, aka Star Shadow. We're here with some more Cyber Knights Flashpoint. And as you can see, this is an update of Cyber Valkyria Alpha, which of course is something we are going to be moving on from because we had the bug. But I wanted to do a quick update because something huge just came out. Actually, a couple of things here. Number one, before we get into that, I wanted to make an update because we haven't quite gotten a chance to do the next playthrough, or really start the next playthrough yet. Mostly because I've been a little bit under the weather. Voice problems, couldn't really talk too much for the past few weeks, so it's been a little bit hard to record stuff. So that's why we don't have anything new yet. But I am going to be working on it soon, so we can be looking for that soon. So I'll be starting from the beginning, and because of that, since we're going to be starting a whole new run with the new big update, the Safehouse update that I've been waiting for a very long time, I wanted to take a look at that and why we have some actual money, because we're not going to get a chance to touch that for a little while in a new run. First things first, our bug that had happened where we had disappearing characters that we didn't know what happened to them. That bug ended up getting fixed. So I showed this last time where I did pick something and it would come back and disappear. We're fine now. It's all good here. So I'm very happy that that bug was squashed, because that could be something that could upset people if that were to occur to them. I think that might have been something that came from when that original extraction patch was made, update was made actually, and I tried it. It must have screwed up then. I'm not sure that it's going to happen to anyone else now, but just in case, it's all good. So that's number one. Just wanted to point that out, that we had a good update. And also, because of the Safehouse update, which we see right here, we are now able to look at things here. So for the Safehouse, we'll get the tutorial here. First step of building your new Safehouse: to clean out some of the rooms. Nothing can be built in a room until it is cleaned. So we started cleaning task. We select this room here and activate the clean function. Costs some time and money, and without updating your command HQ, you can only run 2 concurrent tasks. And then since we have the ability to do 2 concurrent tasks, we can also clean this room as well. So you can see here our top 3, I didn't mean to click on that, top 3 rooms here all have levels. Level 1 barracks, level 1 command HQ, level 1 cold storage. So we look at the barracks again. You can see at level 1 we can only take 7 people, since this was a pre Safehouse version. We're over that limit with this one, but we can upgrade it by upgrading. As you can see, we need to upgrade utilities for each of these, and you can see the payment and the time, pretty short, 2 days, and the money isn't too bad either. 4,000 to upgrade here, so that's pretty good actually. So that would get us up to and then when we upgrade the room itself, 4 days, 36,000, a little bit more, but that is at least an option. And right now it is showing us again. Pretty much any time until we actually do this, it's going to do that. One thing to keep in mind with this, and it's not really pointed out here, is that power, when we clean up here for the 5,000, each room is going to need the utilities like we saw with the barracks, power wires and cryogenic cooling. Even wait, no, that's not the one I wanted. My bad. The command HQ. Also, since it's already at level 2, you can see it needs more cryogenic cooling, needs more power wires, all that. But one thing to keep in mind is that the rooms on the outside, so these two and these two, once this is cleaned, in order to get power to this room, you have to route it through the interior ones first. This is something when I was messing with this when the safe house first came out, I ran into. So do keep that in mind, is that cleaning this up here. Actually, I'm just gonna run it. I'm not even gonna bother, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. So we don't really care about this right now. That's going to be a surprise that comes out. That's the Headhunter update that came out. But we're worried about the safe house right now. Yeah. Everything is crazy. Yeah. We know. Okay. Anyway, because I'm not saving this or anything, so I just kind of want to show what I'm talking about with this. Right. Stop. So here. Now that we have the rooms clean, it's time to start upgrading, and before a new module can be installed, the utilities in the room must be upgraded. All modules require a supply of power to operate, so you need to open room management in the clean room and upgrade from the interface to start a task. And this is important here. The power utility flows outward from the safe house central lift. For rooms adjacent to the lift, the maximum power utility is set by the command HQ. For outer rooms like this, the max power utility is set by the room adjacent. So as you build our base, we will build rooms that require less power in the outer rooms. So this is something to keep in mind, because like I think when I first did it, I might have missed reading this, but it's very important to keep this in mind. Power goes through the room to this one, so it's wired through here. And the maximum amount available is determined by your command HQ. So keep that in mind. So if you come over here and try to upgrade anything on the outer room, it's telling us to select a utility and purchase an upgrade. Of course, they take time and cost credits, and the more upgraded utility is, the more expensive and time consuming it is, right? But as you can see, we cannot do power right now. We click on it all we want, we can't do it, and we're like, why? Current maximum level has been reached. But why? Because we haven't done anything. Well, we can't do it because this room doesn't have power. As you can see, we have it here. So once we have this set up, we can then have it open here. So just keep that in mind, because you may forget about it. It's something that if you're not actually reading everything very closely, like I wasn't, then you would miss that. So keep that in mind when you are doing your base build. If we look at this, does this tell us where? Oh, so here we go. Maximum power utility. Controls the maximum power that can be wired is 3, and maximum safe house task is 2. So we can't actually do too much yet. But if we take a look real quick here, we can kind of see what kind of modules we got here. Nano scrubber, which offsets nano pollution created by other modules. This is something we need in order to build more things, basically. So constructed with advanced nano collection meshes and microparticle filtration technologies, the nano scrubber cleans dangerous nano pollution out of the Cyberknight safe house. Self-repairing and self-contained, a nano scrubber works day and night, breaking down toxic agents into harmless compounds to protect the mercenaries living in the safe house. It's noisy and has incredible energy consumption, which makes it an unpleasant but critical part of the advanced Cyberknight's base. So this is going to affect this here, and that's how we're going to know it's another kind of constraint on how much we can build. So you'll need one of those. But then we have options like the hacking station, which generates tokens, can be used to enhance missions, hacking missions basically. So helps your hacking. You doing a lot of hacking missions, got good hackers, you might want one of those. We got the SimStream trainer, which enables members, mercs that are not on missions to simulate going on missions and be able to share in some of the XP that people who are out on missions get. So you get a new recruit, they're behind, you want to get them up to speed real quick. You don't want to send them out on missions because you don't want your good mercs to be held back by them. This is a way to do it by having them virtually on mission and gaining experience. We have a sim stream detox, which is a way to help burn off stress. Definitely important at higher levels where you are higher difficulty levels where you are dealing with stress a lot, or even at lower ones if you're not really good at the game like me. So this could be a very strong one because stress leads to negative traits, and it can be a feedback loop that you don't want to get into. So very important for keeping that stress off. Field Up Center for getting tokens to help with your missions. Pretty straightforward, I think. Underworld Hub generates tokens that can be spent to boost legwork and find recruits and contacts. So this one is going to be, I think, a pretty big one for a lot of us. Anything that helps out legwork is always good. Finding new recruits, always good. And finding new contacts, always good. So this is a very important one, story-wise, recruit-wise, just all kinds of important ways to interact with the world through this one. And then we have Counter Intel Pod, which generates tokens that we can use to reduce heat, something that I've always tried to do. And Headhunters, which is also a new update as well. We kind of saw it a little bit of where I kind of skipped through the Octane bit there with her new mission that was going to come up here after helping. This is kind of the, I guess, the continuation of the Octane story, but we find out that the gang is now sending a group of headhunters after us, and Octane isn't able to do anything to stop that. So it is our first chance to see what that's all about. Headhunters are able to come into missions and kind of just be an extra variable you have to take care of. They come after you. They may come in during missions, may come before missions, and they tend to be, bounty hunters looking for you, so you can take care of them or run away. Eventually they may give up. So that's another variable you have to take into account, especially if your heat's high. If you're breaking promises, those kinds of things may get you headhunters coming after you, which is why you might want the counter intel pod out there for you. So keep that in mind. Talked about Command HQ really affects everything in the hideout now and Safehouse, but we haven't talked about cold storage yet. Now with cold storage, what we can do with all these fancy items, if we do not blueprints but also file sets, we can combine them into file sets if we have the correct files for that. So 1, 3, I don't have a file level 2, can't do that. So but if I did, we'd be able to combine them and make more money off them. Very important. Also, we'll have blueprints for eventually for creating new weapons and such other items that we might have. So I don't have any yet, so we don't have anything we can build here. And with our upgrades here, we can hold more loot, and we can enhance it even more with each level. So if you are gaining a lot of the stuff from missions and salvage missions and such, hacking, then you'll want to upgrade this so that you can do more combinations for more money, and also just have it's more money, good storage, and all that stuff. So that's something to keep in mind here. And yeah, I think that is basically it. I just wanted to go through this, like I said, because I'm not going to get a chance to go through this for a while after our new run. So we want to definitely have a look at it now before we run into it later. So it's really cool that we can actually have some more places to drop money into, to find new ways of getting recruits, to find new ways of helping out on missions, dealing with stress, all of that stuff. So it's gonna be kind of a slow build, I think, for people. With this one, I probably could have started and really started building out the safe house pretty much right away while we were going. I mean, it time-wise, it would have taken a while, but money-wise, even doing the clinic, which was going to be, I think, like 400,000, with all the missions that we had coming, we would be able to continually fund and build out the safe house of our dreams. So there are 8 rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 modules. So it looks like we'd be able to build all of the modules and have a room left over, or does the clinic take up a room? I'm not 100% sure on that since I haven't done it yet. But yeah, there's some really cool systems here that are out there in the game now, and it's all really coming together and giving us a chance to see some cool stuff. Oh, so here's the Headhunters indication here. Looks like this would be the chance of interrupting a job or appearing in the middle of a job. Right now there's none out here, I guess, so nothing for us to worry about. And then there are I'm not sure what these are for. I think these are going to be for oh, these are going to be the tokens that we have once we start building out the ones that have tokens. So like the underworld one, counter intel, field ops. Each of those are probably going to be, I think that's what these are for. Not 100% sure, but I think that's what those are for. So yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. Also there is a great new update here that lets us import and export. We can, as you can see, I use some of these to move to the new run, but you can export the appearance of your marks if you want to keep a look or have a look that's kind of like a base look that you tweak in between. And also you can do that with classes too. Here you can also do training as well. If you want to continually use a build, you can do that here by saving it and importing that into your game. So, or get them off, maybe off like Stream Library when that starts coming up. So importing and exporting, so lots of cool options there. So keep an eye on that as well for all those that are interested in that kind of thing. But you can see we got a few people here who got stressed, so like that'd be good for this. The one what is it, the sim stream? Yeah, sim stream, because we don't want those negative traits to come in. I don't think we have any besides the one that our Cyber Sword has from story in the beginning. Excuse me. But this would be like an example of negative trait, the neural rot. In this case, core storyline, but can progress. This one is I think going to progress through story, but others can progress through repeated stress issues. Like I said, I don't think we have any that are like that. We do have I believe we have I have someone who has a upgraded one. Yeah. So with lots of good hype, when that gets up, I'm not sure what the breakpoint is exactly. I think at the higher you go, the more of a chance that one shows up. But Mute has Sleuth 2, so the second version of this, so we'll go one up. Is there a low extra will and extra legwork success? As you go up, the bonuses get bigger, and I think once you start getting near the top, you get some really interesting bonuses as well. So it's really worth it to go out there and get all that hype up from doing missions and cool things like that. So keep that in mind too. But yeah, I don't think anyone else has one. I haven't really looked, but I guess the Summer Knight does. Plus 2 tech now, plus 3% legwork success. Not that she would ever go on legwork, but kind of sad to move past this, but you know, excited for the new run, even though it's gonna look pretty similar. But I'm gonna be trying some of the new stuff, especially the recruiting, because I want to see what we can recruit, and that's definitely gonna be one that we're gonna want to go for right away. So the two that I'm really interested in looking at are Underworld Hub and the Detox, and Counter Intel as well. Those are the ones I'm really gonna be looking at for my next run. And of course, Thanos Scrubber. But so we'll keep that in mind as we're going. But yeah, so just wanted to do a quick update here to let everyone know that the next run is coming very soon. Just haven't had a chance to start doing it yet. You can see we sound better now. I can actually kind of talk and go through things. Still coughing a little bit, excuse that. But we're gonna be having more Cyber Knights content coming out very soon. So hopefully you're not waiting too much longer. But so hopefully y'all are excited as I am for it. Going to be based on the group we have here. The recruits, I'm sure, are going to be a little bit different, so we'll see how that goes. But the main cast that we have, should be familiar, and hopefully we can use what we've learned here to push the next run into more fun kind of things. We can start doing some more interesting interactions and conversations, I don't know if you could call them canon or non-canon, depending on what traits we end up seeing, because there's a whole lot of new stuff there as well. So that's what we're going to try to do. So we're going to try to have some fun, try to really push the RP aspect of the characters in the next run, and just try to have fun and try to introduce everyone to the wonderful world of this game of Cyber Knights Flashpoint. So thank y'all for watching and seeing 20 minutes of me just rambling on about some of the updates that are out right now. So definitely check them out if you haven't had a chance. If you're not in on the game yet, it's a wonderful time to get in now. And if you've been away, like I said, this might be a chance to come in and try some stuff out, even if you're not going to do your full run yet. It's always cool to see some of the new stuff just to get an idea of what's going on, and always good just to kind of see how things go. And, you know, if you run into any bugs, this is a great chance to make sure that they're known and ready to be squashed before your first big run once full release comes out. So thank you for hanging out, watching a little bit. If you're enjoying yourself, of course, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff here in this video or any of the others. We did a pretty good run here for Cyber Valkyria Alpha. So hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of that and got to see and be introduced to what we do. But I do appreciate all of the people who have joined and liked and subscribed and all of that here. I say this a lot, but I never expected in my wildest dreams to get even into the double digits in subscribers. So thank you all for supporting. There's links in the description of the videos to Twitch and Twitter. Stream on the weekend sometimes on Twitch with some of my friends. We just play games and hang out a little bit. If you guys are interested in hanging out a little bit, playing some other games, being stupid, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that is gonna do it here. Should rest a little bit more before we get into the new run. So I gotta be ready, gotta have the voice ready to go a little bit longer. So thank you all once again. I do appreciate it. So hopefully y'all doing well out there. Stay well, stay safe, stay good, stay healthy out there. Unlike me, who kind of had to struggle with that, but stay healthy. And I will catch all of y'all next time. So adios for now. Let's get ready for the next run. Have fun. You get out there.